It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champion, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Horned Frogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
That run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the RPO, complete. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Cortez. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hard running there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to ride this running back. Has the first down marker and still running. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
14, TCU, 0.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
will take over 1st and 10.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here comes the heat. Gets it out quickly. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got his man down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Pressure coming. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man, it's Cortez. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Harvey. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Gilliam. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
TCU.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Harvey. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Well, that's about as risky as it can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After the run, now to throw. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. He'll try the left side, fighting off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Finding open areas. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Looking for room. It's Cortez.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Moffitt. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nestled just inside that right upright. That brings him to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. a complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 28 to Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun to give, looking for room. Quick step and go. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Open space at the 25.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.